Did you hear that weeping again? Oh, I've had enough of this place. A traveler. Don't see many wanderers out here near the acropolis. Best give it a wide berth. There's a curse on this place. I didn't believe it at first, but once you hear that ghostly shriek, it'll make you a believer. Trust me. Ah, I see it. That look in your eye. You mean to go in there and break the curse of the Dureni acropolis, don't you? Ah, you newcomers are an ambitious lot, I'll give you that. There's a ghost in there called Lauriel. She's the root of it. Some folks say she was an innocent girl, buried alive by an evil sister. Others say she was a necromancer, put to the sword. Who knows? If you manage to run her off, you'll be doing all of Somerset a favor. Just don't expect us to go in after you. So, you're really going to look into this, yes? Ifra's bones if you adventurers aren't a peculiar bunch. I've got no orders to keep you out. Not many grave robbers dumb enough to loot this place. No offense. Anyway, it's been nice knowing you. I often ask myself the same question. Should have followed my mother's advice and learned a trade. Cobbling, maybe. I would have been a fine cobbler. I digress. The divine prosecution sent us out here to make sure none of the ghosts wander off. Honestly, I have no idea. So far we haven't seen any skeletons or ghoulies straying beyond the walls. But anything's possible, I guess. Just know that we'll be here, cheering you on from a safe distance. You are yanking my ear, right? Everyone knows the Dureni. They're one of the oldest, most powerful clans in Aldmeric history. They founded the Dureni hegemony in High Rock back in the First Era. Not many Dureni left, but their influence remains. Good question. Mara knows I'd never settle in that man-infested sty. I don't know how you manage. Honestly, I really couldn't say why the Dureni left. Some think it was destiny, that the Dureni were fated to rule over the Isle of Balfiera. Indeed. It's an ancient, weather-worn island in Iliac Bay. I've never been myself, but they say the Great Dureni Tower is so tall you could see it from the shores of Glenumbra. The Dureni keep to themselves now. I doubt they'll ever come back. What, cursed? For as long as anyone can remember. But the latest unpleasantness started a few months ago. It used to be that you'd just hear ghostly weeping every now and then. You'd feel chills, smell rotten eggs, that sort of thing. Now the place is packed with undead beasts and vengeful spirits. Can't set foot in there without some ghostly hand grabbing your ankles or some such nonsense. Ugh, gives me the creeps.
The seal, the key. Take them. We must keep her locked away. Do not let her escape.
A keeper? No. No, an intruder. Did you not hear the shrieks? The groaning admonitions? This is a cruel and sour place, outsider. Your beating heart mocks the dead. Who am I? I was called Lauriel, but in truth I am sorrow given voice, agony given form. A prisoner confined to this cold, dead acropolis for all time. You were brave to come here, but are you brave enough to seek the truth of this place? I haven't the heart to speak it aloud. I can only bear the pain through song. Even now, all these long centuries later, the taste of betrayal still fills my mouth. My soul is bound to the catacombs, sealed away in a vault of stone deep below. You carried the Keeper's golden seal. There is another, a crimson seal. It is close. I sense its presence, like a whispered accusation. Follow my voice. Find the crimson seal and place it here beside its golden brother. They will clear the path. My jailers, sons and daughters of the Dureni, sworn to keep me imprisoned here. I no longer sense their presence. That gives me some small relief at least. Did you not hear me? The sorrow robs me of my breath. I can only bear to tell you in song. I am sorry. Hear ye my tale of sisters two, bound by love and joy. elder set sail, but the younger remained, alone with her tomes and her heartache. At length a caller came to the gates of the Direni, a fellow traveler on sorrow's road, with dark wisdom on his lips.
Behold, the Crimson Keeper! Keep to the oath, Seal-bearer! Do not believe her lies! She is not what she seems! Don't listen. Her words are poison!
Her heart is twisted. She deserves this fate! All her heart's doors closed and locked, the sister's power grew. Her gold eyes fixed on graves and tombs, the necromancer's muse. At length the eldest did return, flush with arcane might. She found her sisters, undead thralls, and wept long at the sight. Knowing death could not contain her sister's newfound power, the eldest and her Direni kin buried me alive, here screaming into the black.
Look at what her power wrought. Lock her away!
You found me. At last. Do you see what they did to me? What they are all still doing? Is a young girl's curiosity worthy of this torment? I only wish to pass on, to be free of this place. You see my prison now, this circle of braziers. The Keepers would have you relight these fires to whip me back into silence. But I beg you, take up the Keeper's flame and burn my corpse. Without my body, the Dureni's cruel magics cannot bind me. It's as I said in my song. My sister and I were inseparable. Different sides of a single coin, my uncle used to say. Eventually, she set out to study with the Magisters on the Isle of Balfiera. I was left here, alone. I struggled with my craft, falling further and further behind. Eventually, I found a mentor, a black-clad sorcerer who taught me the dark arts, necromancy. I took to it like a sparrow to the wind. Eventually, my power rivaled that of my sister. Yes, she found my mentor and I weaving spells over the corpses of our ancestors. She struck my mentor dead with a killing word, then wrapped me in searing chains. My sister wept when our kin rendered the sentence, that I would be buried alive. No, she carried out the sentence herself. Her face was the last thing I saw before they closed the lid. The Dureni feared what I would become if they executed me outright. So they constructed this arcane prison, this torture chamber. She did what she was expected to do. I have nothing more to say. I would return to that coffin. I would go back to screaming in silent horror, gazing up at the ancient scratches on the coffin lid where I tore my fingernails to pieces trying to get out. Forever. Or until some other kind soul burned my corpse prison. You followed me and listened to my tale. I know you will do what is right. The Keepers marked my body with runes of restraint before they locked me in the tomb. After I expired. My soul tried to escape, but even now, centuries later, I am tethered to that husk. If you burn away my body, you also burn these runes. Would you ask a caged meadowlark what it would do? It would fly free, feel the sun on its wings, and sing its forgotten songs. It would find the joy that it had long been denied. Revenge upon whom? The elves that locked me away are long dead. Dead and gone. Only their tombs remain. Their tombs and their descendants. We arrive at the moment of choice. Please, use the Keeper's flame on my remains and set me free. No! Why would you? I trusted you. You're just like them! Just like my family! Curse you! I won't go back! I won't! I'll kill you all!
Ah, you're back. Sorry if I seem surprised. Honestly, I wrote you off as dead the minute you walked through those gates. No offense. Brought something for me, eh? A key with the Dureni seal. What exactly did you find in there? Well, thank goodness for that. I did notice the sky cleared up a bit. Maybe I'll finally be able to go home. I'll take that key off your hands if you'll part with it. The Justicia would find a use for it, no doubt. We have a deal?
Did you hear that?
It sounded angry and hurt.
I hope I never have to go in there.
Likewise. The fog may have cleared out, but this place still gives me the creeps.